it's one of two things is happening. Either you've installed some kind of tunnel in your clothing that allows the coin to fall through from one place to another, which is an argument. These are 7-year-olds, by the way, that are theorizing. I should point out. Or the other thing they said is clearly you must be using some kind of sleight of hand concealment to keep us from seeing the coin. You're hiding it, between the folds of your flesh or something. If only you had some kind of barrier, maybe made of wood or steel or silk or something, so that we know if we put the coin in your hand, it can't go through your fingers. And if the coin disappeared at that point, we would know it was real magic. Thank you all very much. Just like you, they wanted to see how the coin reappeared in the air, and that is how I didn't really date very much in high school. However, when I got to college, producing some drinks, there we go. I'm just holding this for the photographer. Thank you very much. That was good. Set that aside for the gentleman in the audience who may wish to understand. It's corner to corner, twice, separate those, fold that, wrap, tuck. Now you know how that works too. That's just a little extra bonus, no extra cost for that, just so you know how to make that happen. I do a lot of work. Most of my work is in either corporate events or churches. That's really most of what I do. And in both of those settings, I like to be clear that what you're seeing me do, whether it's visual, psychological, whatever it is, I'm working in the realm of illusions. I make that point very clear. I don't want people to think I really think I'm conjuring spirits or anything like that. And you would be surprised. Some of the people in this room can tell you how that does happen from time to time. People get worried about what you're doing. So I just want to make sure everyone understands the meaning of the word illusion. So I brought some rope with me tonight because, well, Midtown. And so here we have 3 pieces of rope, and I'm going to use these to create an illusion for you. And this is not a huge piece of rope. This is that sort of nylon-ish rope from Home Depot or someplace like that. This is a small piece of rope, and I'm going to ask this gentleman to hold on to that. Please pull on it. Make sure it doesn't stretch or come apart, or there's nothing hiding inside. And here we have some other pieces of rope. Sort of a medium-ish sized piece of rope right here, somewhat longer, not quite as tall as I am. And I'm going to hand it to this gentleman right here. Thank you. And here we have a really extensively long piece of rope, and we'll work with that in a moment. And these folks are going to examine this. Gentleman in the attractive hat, the very attractive Atlanta Magic Night VIP hat. Well done, sir. I'm going to pass this over to you. And finally, there are some people in here who aren't old enough to know what this is, but those of us of a certain age remember macrame hoops. Do you remember making macrame with a string and you tie it and you could put a plant in your house or something? This is a macrame hoop. It's chrome steel, I guess. I'm not going to throw it. I'm just going to hand it to this lady right here. Thank you. In order to demonstrate the meaning of the word illusion for you all tonight, I need to borrow some items from the audience. Does anyone in the room happen to have a little, maybe like a nylon piece of rope, not so big, maybe a smallish type piece? Oh, if I could borrow that, if you'll just toss that on up here. Thank you. Well done. And we'll call the Braves for you. And who's got the medium-sized piece of rope? If you'll just pitch that on up here. Oh, underhanded. Girls softball, very good. I remember. And whoever's got the big piece, if they'll just pitch it right on up here, that was really. Is everything? It looked like there was a little anger behind that pitch, sir. Buy that man a drink, ma'am. He needs a little extra relaxation. So 3 pieces of rope. Now, being an educated person, if I had enough space and long enough arms, I could use the law of perspective to put this rope far away and put this rope very close to you and this rope in the middle, and they would all look like they're the same size to your eye. But I don't have that much room or that much arm, so I'm going to have to do this mathematically. I do know that line segments are measured from one end to the other, and so if they all start at the same end and they end at different places, we know that they're different lengths. So it stands to reason that to make them the same length, or at least create the illusion of the same length, they should start at the same place and end at the same place. If you look at that, now that's a pretty good optical illusion. They start at the same place. I mean, ignore this part here, just ignore that. But it looks like you're not buying any of this, are you, sir? That's okay. If you take the bottom loop and put it in your hand, look at this situation. It looks like they start there, go through the hand, come out the other side. It looks to our eyes like they're the same length. You know that they're not because your friends checked them out earlier, but because I'm hiding one tiny piece of information, it changes the way you see the entire situation. That's the first lesson of illusion, in fact, is that you can't always believe what you think you see. The second lesson of illusion is this. Some illusions are more convincing than others. And there's rope 1, 2, and 3 pieces of rope that are approximately the same length. All right, thank you for that tepid round of applause. I don't need all 3 pieces of rope for this. I don't even need 2 pieces of rope for this. We'll work with 2. You know, I can remember a time when to blow someone a kiss was offensive because it had sort of a harassment overtone. And now it's offensive because you're blowing air at people. Which is so I won't ask you to blow anything up here, but I do want to take these 2 pieces of rope. We'll take the ends and squeeze them together right here in the middle and melt them together into one long piece of rope. I know. It's getting crazy in here. I just want to warn you again about the show tunes, okay? Just keep that in mind. I would like to borrow a small silver, let's say like a macrame hoop or something. Please don't throw it. Thank you. I'll come get that from you. There are two ways to describe this situation. You can say that the rope is going through the ring, or you can say that the ring is on the rope. I like to say that the ring is not only on the rope, the ring is tied on the rope. It is tied on the rope for your protection so that I can swing it around like that. Nobody's going to get hurt. My job now, to create the illusion that this solid ring is off the rope. So keep your eye on the ring. That's better. And let's see if I can create the illusion that the ring is off the rope. The ring is on, off, on, off, on, in the back, off, on. Okay, that's really not magic. I understand your disappointment. That's really more what we call semantics. But that just goes to show that words can also be used to deceive, right? Which is a good thing to remember in election years, by the way. So when I said the ring was going to come off the rope, you might have expected it to melt through the fabric like that, which looks a little bit better. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being a leader. Very good. I recognize true leadership qualities. In fact, would you like to see the ring go through the rope again? I mean, you're here, and there's the ring, and it goes through the rope. It's the same joke from before. Let's try this again. We'll try throwing it and do a little acrobatic skill. We'll take the ring and throw it across and make it balance on the other side of the rope. My ends are coming loose. Cheap rope. Stay tied. We'll throw it across and balance it on the other side of the rope. 1, 2, 3. Well, crap. That didn't work at all. No. That's not where we were going. It's this rope. You guys are all smart enough to know that I can't possibly get a ring off a piece of rope unless I untie it and slide it off one of the ends. But that's the problem with this rope is I think it's defective. I think this is maybe some kind of cheap Chinese import because the ends they were popping off. The ends come completely off of the rope. I know, ma'am. And so if the ends are there, I got nothing but middle here. So there's no way to get a ring off a rope with no ends. We'll have to resort to magic for a remedy. Let's take the ends, and the woman in the back with her hands in prayer formation, I'm just a performer, ma'am. Relax. I'm not an angry deity. You're not a sinner in the hands of an angry God, I promise you. Here are the ends. Here is the middle. What's your name? Sarah. Sarah? H or no H? Oh, very good, very good. Just like, here's the ends. You just say stop anywhere. That spot right there. Everyone, keep your eye on the spot where Sarah chose. That is where I wrap the ends around the rope, and with a little luck, that is the spot where the ends melt right back onto the rope. That's right, that's right. Now I can get the, oh, thank you very much. You guys are very good. I'm getting tired of this too. I can hear that you guys are getting, so we'll go back. I didn't start this whole thing with just one rope. We started with two ropes. And you may recall at the beginning of this odyssey, we had 3 ropes. So we'll just go back to the beginning when we have 1, 2, 3 ropes, all the same length. But since I care for all of you deeply, I will go the extra mile back to the very beginning of this adventure, when we were talking about the fact that it only looked like these ropes were the same length. If we bring them right back through this portal, you'll see that they've been 3 different lengths. All. Thank you. Six years of college. I'd need everyone in the room to think of a 2-digit number. We're going to have a little adventure together. Think of a 2-digit number, and I will attempt to amaze you with little more than the world's most deformed hashtag. We'll do the best we can. Think of a 2-digit number. I'll ask some of you to name your 2-digit number out loud. If someone names a number close to your number, switch to a different number so that we have different numbers across the whole spectrum. And I see a woman in the back with her mask very professionally attached. And what's your, oh, no, it's off. Oh, my God. What's your name? Sherry, 2 R's and an I, or a Y, or 1 R and an I-E, or how do you do it? Well, I'd like to know these things, just like I asked Sarah. Sherry, what's your 2-digit number? 12. Is there a reason that you chose the number 12? No, just random choice, 12. 12 days of Christmas, 12 apostles, 12. I don't know where you're going with this, Sherry, but we'll try. Let's go to the lady in the next row coming forward with the glasses, trying not to be seen. What's your name? Lauren? Lauren, what's your 2-digit number? 88. Well, I know why I like that number. Why do you like that number? Keys on the piano. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted you to say. 88 keys on the piano. What about Sarah's friend sitting next to Sarah? What's your name, sir? Dan. Dan? Do you know Sarah? Oh, very good. Very good. Dan, what's your 2-digit number? 20. 20. Why did you go with 20? It came into your head, and it's, no judgment here. Last but not least, how about woman with hands in lap? What's your name? Dory. Dory, yes. What's your number? 29. So you're okay, very good. Any reason you said 29? Your birthday. Oh, very nice. The month or the day? I'm just kidding. So those of you who have calculated, Lauren is laughing at me now. Thank you very much. Let's see, that is 149. Am I correct? People who are, very good. I need someone with a watch with a second hand, or perhaps a cell phone with a timer. Up to you. We've got someone right here. Thank you, sir. And if you will, thank you for taking time away from the elves. It's an inside joke because I know about you. And you're going to give me on your mark, get set, go. When you say go, I have 60 seconds to fill in the rest of this grid with working around the random numbers that you've given me. 60 seconds to do something amazing, entertaining, and all with just numbers. So it's a high bar, but we'll try. So are you ready? On your mark. Get set. Go. Very good. Let's try that, and let's try this. I will attempt to do it without repeating any numbers, but there's no guarantee that I'll be able to do that. I'll try that, and okay, stop. How many seconds was that?
Well, you have 39 left.
I have 39 left, so it's 21 seconds. Okay, I should confess to you right now, in my desire to impress you all, I really rushed through this. But it's okay because I came in under budget. I still have 39 seconds left to go. 39 American seconds, not even metric, but like US seconds. In Canadian, it's like an hour and a half. But in US, 39 seconds. So if I failed, I reserve the right to try again. I think that's more than a fair deal between us. So let's just take a look at the first row. 12 and 28 is 40, and 90 is 130, and 19 is 149. Yeah. And then if we look at 30 and 88 is 80, 90, 110, 18, 122, 132, 42, and 7 is 149. I know. 89 and 27 is the same as 90 and 26, which is the same as 116, 130, wait, I'm lost. 9 and 7, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 140, 149. 18 and 15, 20, 33, 149. All four rows to 149 in 21 seconds. But some of you are already ahead of me. If we look at the first column, you'll see 12, 30, 89, and 18 add up to 149. Those of you in the back, 19, 88, 27, and 15, 149, 28, 14, 20, 87, 90, 17, 13, and 29. All four rows, all four columns add up to 149 in 21 seconds. Thank you, Sarah. But wait, there's more. There's more, because we know this diagonal adds to 149, but if you add this way, you'll see it also adds to 149. If you look at the first quadrant number 1, 12, 19, 88, 30, 149. Quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. I know. And what was your name, ma'am? Brooke. The middle quadrant. I saw you examining that. It also adds to 149. In fact, the amount of change I have in my pocket is $1.49. Well, that would have been great, wouldn't it? That would have been. But don't feel bad because we still have this. If you look at the opposite pairs on those sides, those two and those two is 149. Those two and those two is 149. These two and these two is 149. These two and these two is 149. In fact, if you pick any, I appreciate it. Let's let it build for the end. That's good. Because if you look at any tic-tac-toe board on the square and add their corners, like 12, 28, 20, and 89 is 149, or 88, 17, 29, and 15, or 30, 18, 87, and 14, so on and so forth. In fact, the four corners of the whole doggone thing add up to the random number you created for me only moments ago, 149. Fantastic! Wouldn't you agree? I'm looking at all your faces. Yeah, I'm looking at all your, I didn't even need those other 39 seconds. I'm looking at all your faces, and the guys are like, oh my gosh, he is so good at that. And all the ladies are like, well, he really didn't date in high school. He's right. You can both be right. That's fine. But I didn't learn a lot at Mississippi State University, but I did learn how to add. So there you go. Okay. Enough just toying with you people. It's time to get serious. I'm going to play some cards. My time is going so fast. We're going to play some cards. you're going to play as a group against me. And so here's how it'll work. I'm going to do the best I can to assure you that no sleight of hand is taking place during the card game. So all of this dealing is going to be done in the open from random places in the deck. So even if I could stack the deck or put things where I wanted them to, I can't control what you're going to say. So here we're going to play some poker. Some of the cards will go into my hand. That's for me. And some of the cards will go into your hand, and that is a plural, your hand. Second person, plural. So let's mix these up. And the way it will work is this. This occurred to me as I was watching the poker players on TV. The way they do it, when I watch them play, I can't help but think, well, what are they pondering? You know, they're looking at the cards, and are they thinking about statistics? Are they thinking about like the odds or the rank of the hands on that extra card in the deck that shows you what hands beat what hands? Are they thinking about that? No, they are not. They are thinking about musical theater. They're singing along with the songs in their mind. They might be thinking of their favorite musical. They might be thinking of something they saw on tour. But here's how it works. They think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask each of you to think of a favorite. Now, if you're not a musical theater person, I forgive you. But you can think of a favorite performing artist or song you heard on the radio or a concert you went to or whatever. But let's just say you thought of the Phantom of the Opera, something everybody knows. I would take the Phantom of the Opera, and then we would deal one card to your hand and one card to my hand from that point. Or if you thought of Les Miserables, we would deal from that spot. Or just Wicked, we would deal from that spot. Do you understand? So let's start with the gentleman with his arms folded right there. What was your name, sir? David. David, and what's your favorite Broadway musical or other musical work? Oh, nice, Rodgers and Hammerstein right off the bat. The Sound of Music, and this is where you sing a little selection. No, okay, all right, Edelweiss. No. Okay, this next card, should it go to my hand or your hand? That's going to y'all, and this one will go to me. Fantastic. And David, would you choose the next person who will play with our little game? Who should play next? The guy right in front. Hi, guy right in front. No, it's you. It's you. You outrank. So what's your favorite Broadway show, sir? or forget it. How about your favorite opera? I'm just kidding. How about a musical group? The Bee. That's what I'll take it. Is Bee Gees one word or two? We'll go with two. The Bee Gees. So it's abbreviation. So should this card go to my hand, sir, or to yours? Let's do yours. This one goes to my hand. This one will go to y'all. Fantastic. And would you choose the next person to play for us? Yes. Let's go with the lady right to your left. Hi, Christy. What's your favorite Broadway musical?
It's not my favorite because I have a lot.
I understand.
Something we share.
Pippin. Oh my gosh, that's just one word, Pippin. Everything has its season.
That's right.
So we'll go. So Pippin, should this next card go to your hand or mine?
Your hand.
So this goes to me, and this goes to you. So that's three. We have two more cards. Who should the next contestant be? Next door. Chris, favorite Broadway musical or just one that springs to mind? Rent. Another one word. So Rent. And so should we deal from this to my hand or to yours? This goes to me. This goes to you. Let's see how this is going. I forgot to be thinking of my own Broadway shows this whole time. I'm just working with the ones you gave me. And so I hope this works out. Who should play next? Gentleman in front of you. Hello, sir. What's your favorite Broadway show or other musical work? Oklahoma. Very good choice. Oklahoma. Do you know what the original title for the musical Oklahoma was? Nebraska. No, I'm just. It was called Away We Go. When it was on tryouts, it was called Away We Go. So should this next card go to your hand or to mine? So this goes to mine, and this one goes to yours. And so you each have 5 cards that have been distributed from random spots in the deck, leaving me with these discards that are out of play. These are your cards. We will work with those momentarily. Let's see what you gave me. You gave me a 5 of clubs. Not an auspicious start, but many good shows start slowly. You gave me a 3 of hearts. So I am not going to be able to do a flush or a straight flush, but I could do a straight. We're still working on a straight. 3 and 5. And you gave me a jack. Well, that blew everything. I'm not going to do much with that. Maybe we can get a pair or a full house or something. Let's see. No, king. So see, you've got me working on the low end, and you got me working on the high end, but nothing really going. And a queen. Look at that. Jack, queen, king. Oh, I feel really bad about that. I should have been thinking about my favorite Broadway shows a little bit more. These are the cards that you dealt to yourselves. And let's just take a look and see how you did. You've given yourself a 10 of spades, which is a very good beginning, and a jack of spades, which is also very good, and a queen of spades, and a king of spades, and you gave yourself the ace of spades as well. So there you go. You guys did fantastic. I have complete trust in your musical judgment. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. My time is running quickly, so we're going to adjust just a bit. I have something I'd like to do, but in order to pick the right person, I have to see if I've established any kind of connection with some people in here. And so I'm just going to think. I'll tell you what, we did some numbers already, so I'm going to go with something more abstract. We have some designs, some icons almost. We have a star and like a square and do you know what this is? Clover. I think technically a quadrifoil. A quadrifoil is the name of that. Just so you know, we've got. Correct. Very good. See, so what we'll do is I'm going to ask. Let's go back to Sarah, since we spoke earlier. Sarah, I'm just going to spread these out, and I would like you to name a number from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So imagine you've got a die, and you roll it onto the table. What number did you roll? 4. You rolled a 4? Is there any possible way I could have known you were going to say 4? You didn't know. It was just random. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. This is number 4 that you have chosen. One further, you would have had the quadrifoil. One less, you would have had the starburst. Pow, biff, zan. Okay, so but instead you got this arrow, which that's pretty good because this has been attached to the mic stand since you came in. And if you take a look at it, you can see that it is, in fact, the one that... So that you're perfect for this. You're perfect. Could I ask you, if you are comfortable and willing to assume all liability, would you join me on stage? Give her a round of applause. Ooh, please watch your step. Are you handy shaking, or how are you doing?
Sure.
Okay, bump is good. Okay. I'm trying to be, I don't know what to do. I'm so lost in this new world. Thank you, Sarah. Did you guys go out to dinner before, or are you going to have dinner later? Later? Very good. We're going to give you a little chance to think about what you might like to have for dinner. Okay. I did go to the trouble of making a little prediction about what I thought you might do for dinner. Okay. Dan and I, we didn't set anything up, but we'll set that here. Guest check here. Well, I warned you in advance, and I'll let you take that because you're going to take your own order. I will warn you in advance that it's a pricey place. It's not one of these, this is like, let's impress her. So here's the menu. I'll hand you the menu. If you will, open it up. This is going to be a multi-course adventure. We'll start with an appetizer. Look through the appetizers. Pick one of them. Which one would you like?
Oysters.
Fanny Bay oysters.
Fanny Bay oysters.
4 oysters and what the mignonette sauce? Is that what that is? I don't even know what that is, but I'll take this.
Okay.
How much are the oysters?
$12.50.
$12.50. So if you'll write oysters $12.50 on there, that'll be great. Fantastic. And then let's just go and say, how about we'll do a salad course too. Pick a salad.
The grilled Italian vegetable salad.
Grilled Italian vegetable salad.
$12.
$12. Man, you're already up to like $25, and we just on the salad, my friend. How much is that? 12?
Yes.
Very good.
12 even.
Very good. Let's go to. I'm kind of in the like the Adkins approach. Just anything that moves, eat it, kind of a thing. So we've got some grilled meat. And this is where we're going to have like a very nice entree. So of those, and you see they're all different prices. Which one would you like to have?
The filet mignon.
Filet mignon. Very good. With orange grémoulade and crispy roasted potato slices, a.k.a. French fries. Yeah. That's very good. So that's for $40. It's one of those places. Very good. And let's go we want a dessert too. Let's get a fancy dessert. So what would you like?
Apple fritters.
Apple fritters, $10.50, served with sweet butter ice cream, if you'll put that on there. And let's just see if, we'll take one last little thing to go as we leave. Toblerone, Suchard, Bernlein. Is that how you, Bernlein? Lindt, Sprengli. Some of these are German. Camille Bloch. These are chocolates. These are Toblerone. I'd go for the great one. And that's $4. Fantastic. I think you would agree that sounds like a wonderful dinner. And if you'll go ahead and add up the math there, yeah. If you'll just add that up. Get that calculator ready. How you doing on that?
I can't talk.
Shh, 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 shh. I have all the confidence in the world.
This is without a tip, right?
Oh, that is without a tip. That is a good point. You could. How much is it? $79. So you can tip 15% or 20%. So I'll let you decide. How was the?
I'll give you the math on that now.
Well, we got a calculator out here to help you. So what would you got? $79. How much?
It was phenomenal service, so 20%.
20%. Yeah. So put $7.90 and $7.90 is $15.80. So add $15.80. After I did that square, I darn well be able to do 20% in my head. And that adds up to how much? $94.80. Well, you may recall that I told you I made a little prediction about what we were going to do tonight. Yeah. And I'll just let you see. We'll take that out. Hold on to that for a moment. And set those down. Hi, friends. I took the liberty of prepaying for tonight's special. For tonight's special dinner, I had a strange feeling that you would spend exactly
$79.
I figured you'd leave a
20% tip.
So I prepaid the restaurant a total of
$94.80.
$94.80. That's for you.
Okay.
And
Thanks for dinner.
what's that?
Thanks for dinner.
You're welcome. Actually, give her another big round of applause. Well, folks, that is my time. My name is Joe M. Turner, turnermagic.com. If you enjoyed it, please leave a review. It would be great to hear from you. Leave us a review about the show. If you didn't like it, I'll just leave you with this bit of advice I learned from my dad. Nobody likes a whiner. You guys are fantastic. Thank you.
Another hand for Joe Turner. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with Eric Anderson. The bar is open. The food is great, so join us back there. Welcome back to Atlanta Magic Night. Our next entertainer is an old friend. He's a magician, a speaker, an author, and a motivator. What more could you ask for? He's been on national television, toured the world, performed for every major corporation that you can think of, and he is with us tonight. He's finally made it to Atlanta Magic Night. I met Eric during the Atlanta Olympics, and I was amazed then as I am amazed now. He's performed for 2 presidents, written 2 books, and has twins. Good things come in twos. Please join me in welcoming the great Eric Anderson.
All right, how are you? Everybody's doing okay? And, well, okay, and can you hear me okay without the mic in case I step away? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, so we'll get back in front of this. And who has, this is wishing paper. Okay, I know what it looks like. It's not that. And who has a lighter? Anybody have a lighter? Got a lighter, Craig? I swore I had a, oh, here we go. Okay. No, as I burn this stuff, I make a wish. And what if I wish for I should get? Hold the applause. All right. Thank you. I appreciate the round of difference. Okay. Let's see. So we will walk into the group here in a second. Now, here's what's interesting is I can go anywhere in the world and ask 100 people to name a playing card, and most people would say Ace of Spades. You said Queen of Hearts. Most people say the Ace of Spades. The reason being is that's the most popular card in a deck of cards. So with that said, let's make this random. Let's see. Sir, have you and I met? Not yet. Not yet. We will. Okay, so you guys will make up a card piece by piece. You will name the color, sir. Do you prefer red or black, sir? Black. Excellent choice. Now, point to any other person in the group. That person will then say club or spade because you said black. Club. So we have a black club. And you'll point to somebody else in the group. And that person will then name a value, and we'll continue from there. Someone here? Okay. What am I naming? Oh, a value. So ace to 13. Let's do a 5. A 5. So that would be, you said black, you said club, and that would be the 5 of clubs. We all agree, I think that was pretty fair. You could have said anything? Yeah? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so we'll start over, right? Name a different color, sir. Red. Okay. Diamond or heart? Heart. And would you like to name a different card, or it's up to you, sir? 7. The 7 of hearts. So again, did you want to change your mind, sir? You could have said anything. Okay, so the first time was the 5 of clubs, second time was the 7 of hearts, which means it could have been random, which means it was random, actually. What I failed to tell you is there's only 51 cards in the deck. The 52nd card is in my pocket. And what's interesting is it happens to be the 7 of hearts. Thank you, sir. Okay, but you have that look in your eyes, sir. You have that special look that looks like I've met those folks, and you would be correct. So to make sure it's fair, sir, look over the group, point to somebody else, up to you, sir. Speed is your friend. Okay. As I spread the cards in front of your face, sir, remember one as they kind of fly by you? Did you want, sir? So right now, this gentleman is thinking of a card. My instinct says, sir, you are thinking of a black card. Is that correct? It is correct. My instinct says you are thinking of a black club. Is that also correct, sir? That is not correct. My instinct says something else. It says something different now. I could be wrong about this. I'm going to run through the cards here. I'm going to take one card out of the deck. I believe this is it. Name a card that you are thinking about, sir. The 8 of spades, sir. I'm sorry? That's impossible. I believe you, that's impossible, because in the other pocket I had a different card, sir, and it happens to be your card, the Ace of Spades. And you were thinking about it. And you were thinking about it. But, sir, you still have that special look. You still have the look that says, obviously I must know this man. So, sir, look over the group, point to somebody else. This is what we know it's in the up and up, sir. And speed counts, right there. John, have you and I met before? Yes. You forgot your line, never mind, sir. Okay, now, but we rearranged it. Okay, so we'll take the cards, spread the cards in front of your face. Remember one as they spread by. The reason he's holding the cards, and I'm looking the way I've been accused of catching a reflection off the person's retina. And got to straighten them up. about it. Now, obviously you've been drinking, so you didn't see anything happen. All right. But anybody can do this. So, sir, if you look over the group, point to somebody else. We'll try it one more time under controlled conditions right there. This one right here. This one right here. So, sir, I will walk to you a bit, and I will try to get to you without too much hassle, sir. As I flip the card, so if you say stop, I will try to stop there. Stop. You see the card okay? Yep. Think about it. Keep that card inside your head. Who knows how to shuffle cards out? Thank you for volunteering. That's it. Nothing fancy, whatever you do when you play cards. So, right now, drop them is good too. That's all fine. Yep, sure. Whatever you do. So, sir, you have a card in mind. Yes. And the gentleman, the skeptic, that was you, sir. Is that correct? That was me. That was you. If you please stand, sir. Please stand. Have you ever met this gentleman before?
I have not.
Come closer, sir. Have you ever had a psychic experience?
Probably not.
Probably not. And your name, sir? John. John, nice to meet you, sir. All right. And the interpreter join me on stage, John, and they will welcome you with a big round of applause. Perfect, sir. All right. Let's see. And thank you, John. You guys good?
Yeah, shuffle 3 times.
You said three or three?
Yeah.
Three. That's good. Okay. So, let's see, sir. I will fan the cards out. I will leave the cards in the exact order that you put them in with your own hands. And John, you will make every single decision along the way. You have every opportunity to start over and change your mind if you choose to. Okay. In a moment, and this is what John's looking at here. In a moment, sir, I will pass over the cards, but I can start from this side, I can start from this side, the middle. Which area of the deck should I start, sir?
Start in the middle.
The middle. Is this the middle for you?
That's it.
Okay, I'm going to go over the cards, and you say
Right,
stop
stop.
whenever. Is this good?
That's it.
We'll go down. Is that good?
Yep, that's
Okay.
good.
Now I'm going to continue from this spot, sir, if you say stop.
I stop.
Is this good?
That's it.
Right here?
Perfect.
Okay. Now I want to be clear. Would you like to exchange either card, sir?
No, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take both of them, shuffle them up without looking at them, because remember, you're thinking of one card, sir. You're thinking of one card. Yes. Okay? You've narrowed it down to 2.
Yeah.
So without looking, sir, hand me one without looking. Even you have no idea which card you gave me. In a loud voice, tell us the card you are thinking about.
9 of hearts.
He got it.
I'll tell you what.
He got it. And you were thinking about it. And you were thinking about it. I appreciate that. He's done that before. Don't worry about the 20. You'll get that later. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to try that again, but we're going to expand it just a tad. Let's see. So I want everybody in the group to think about your date of birth. Obviously, cards, 52 objects, right? Date of birth. Expand it just a tad. So as soon as you have that in mind, say I. I do know some folks here, but so we'll try to avoid those people. Somebody say stop for me.
Stop.
Okay, we're in this area here. Okay, sir, if you please stand, and I just knew, but I know you two, so we'll use this gentleman here. Okay, yep. So would you have your date of birth in mind, sir?
Yes.
Prior to this evening, had you ever seen about me, heard about me, seen Joe, heard about Joe, anything like that? Nope. And you just kind of came out randomly, you saw a magic show and said, I want to have some fun.
Yeah, never been here.
Okay. So right now, sir, your name first, I'm sorry? Dan. Dan, you and I will play a game, sir. I will ask you questions about your date of birth. And Dan, I want you to answer no to every single question. And by listening to the sound of your voice, I will try to determine when you're lying and when you're telling the truth. Therefore, trying to figure out when you're born within a few days. Now, I'll be honest, this could fail miserably. So, but Dan, I want you to, have you ever played poker, sir? Yeah. Okay. Have you heard the term poker face? You don't? Okay. It's important you keep a steady tone in your voice. So as an example, if I say January and you hesitate or you exaggerate, it gives it away. All right? So just keep a steady tone in your voice and just say no to everything. Do you understand the rules, sir? No. Perfect. All right. All right. So audience, listen closely. You might be able to determine when Dan is born based on the sound of his voice. Say no to everything. I will start with the seasons first. You were born in the winter. Summer, no. Spring, no. Fall. No. That's pretty good, sir. I'm going to do it again a little faster, say no to everything. You're born in the winter, spring, summer, fall. I think I know the season. I do miss, I think I know the season. Now, I'm going to go for the day. I will jump around a bit. This way, I'm going to go for the month. I'm going to jump around a bit. This way you cannot anticipate when I might say your month. Say no to everything. Okay. You're born in January, February, April, May, June, July, October, December, August, March. Should have gone in order. Which one did I miss? November, December, February, May. I think I know the month if I said it. I think I know the month. I'm going to go for the day now. Once again, say no to everything. There's a 1 in the day. There's a 2. There's a 3. There's a 4. There's a 5. There's a 6. There's a 7. There's an 8. There's a 9. There's a 0. Let's see your phone for a second. You just kind of, because I have wasted 5 minutes. Got no idea when you're born, sir. All right. Thank you. Let's do some more card tricks. All right. No. Sir, please stand. I think I know when you're born within about 363, 4 days or something, okay? But I could miss, and I'll be honest. We started the entire audience thinking about their date of birth. We narrowed it down to 1. And I was going through the seasons. You clearly said no each and every time. But there was a slight hesitation, ever so slight. Sir, were you born in the, between 1 or 2, were you born in the summertime? Okay, the rules are, if I'm correct, just say yes. So, okay. Were you born in the summertime? Yes, he was born in the summertime. I was going through the days. You clearly said no twice. Is it a 2-digit day? Yes, it's a 2-digit day. I was going through the months. There was a slight hesitation. Sir, if I'm correct, were you born in the summertime in the month of June? It's a 2-digit day. Is the first digit a 1? It is. Have a seat if you were born in the summer on June 19th. Exactly when you were born, and you were thinking about it. Some sort of an illusion or something. So I want to try to take it a step further because we started with the cards, 52 different objects. Your date of birth, 300 and some odd choices. But I'm going to take this a little further. I want to use some folks in the audience. I will divide the group into 3 sections as best I can. I will call this section kind of section number 1 right here. Okay, this is kind of section number 2, and we'll call this section number 3. So I'd like everyone in section number 1. Right? We'll kind of go here, over there. Okay. Section number 1, to think of a number for me between 1 and 1,000. You have 1,000 different options, obviously. Everybody in the middle section, please think of a person. Now, do not think of somebody here with you. Think of somebody you've been meaning to call, somebody you've been thinking about, but just haven't made you have not taken the action to call that person. Okay? Does everybody have a number in mind? Everybody have a person in mind? Okay, everybody on this side here, we'll just kind of just 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the back there. Think of a picture, something you can draw fairly quickly, but more detail than a geometrical shape. All right, does everybody have something in mind? Say yes? All right, let's walk into the crowd here. This is where they start to avoid eye contact. And let's see. So let me see your watch. Okay. Let's start with okay, well, I'm assuming you have a number in mind. Is that correct? Okay. Put the number on the black line short for one person you trust, one person only. That's it. Now here's where it gets a little funny, because just depending on how the crowd works. Did you have a person or a picture in mind? A picture. Do you have a person in mind? Person, okay. So put the because you're thinking of a number. Is that correct, sir? Would you please stand? I asked this gentleman to think of a number between 1 and 1,000. So obviously it could be a single 2 or 3 digit number. And so focus. Yes, I see it, sir. You have a powerful mind. You have a powerful mind. So you're not thinking of a single digit number, are you? No. I've eliminated 9 numbers. Focus and keep thinking. So imagine there's like a movie screen above my head and you're picturing this image onto the movie screen. And some people actually start to see numbers forming above my head. Those people have usually been drinking, and those shows are a little later at night. But concentrate, sir. Focus. You are not thinking of a 3-digit number, are you? No. I've narrowed it down to 89 numbers. So focus and concentrate, and sir, draw the first number inside your head, sir. That's perfect, sir. That looks like this. No, that's upside down. That's like looking into a mirror. You got to turn that upside down. Is the first digit a 6? Yes. Are you serious? It's working. Okay. All right. We'll move to the second digit and focus and concentrate on that. You're duplicating yourself. Sir, have a seat if you're thinking of 66. Yes. Exactly what he's thinking about, and give that gentleman a round of applause there. And you were thinking about it. You are healed, sir. You are healed. Matter of fact, let me take yours back. Take one more look at it. It was just okay. So let some people know. So right now you're thinking of a person. You're thinking of the person. Please stand, sir. Please stand. Focus and visualize. Is it true this could be a male or female, sir? I mean person. Okay. I could be wrong, I sense you're thinking, is this person related to you? Okay, I sense you're thinking of a male figure. Is that correct? Okay. So, and you haven't seen this person in a while, sir? About 3 months? Okay. So visualize his name and picture the name in your mind and then think of any letter in the name, sir. Right there towards the middle, that's 16. That's the 16th letter in the alphabet. That's the letter P. Is that correct? Oh, you're doing it, sir. Okay. Focus on the first letter, sir. Again, he's duplicating himself. Is that also a P? That's followed by the 8th letter in the alphabet. That's an H, followed by the I. Sir, when you get home, pick up the phone and call Philip and tell him about this entire experience. And you were thinking about it. And nobody cares. Okay. But you're still thinking of a picture of something. Is that correct? Okay. So would you please stand for a second? Would you please stand if you don't mind? And I'm sorry, your name again? Brooke. Okay. Brooke, I will ask you to step into the aisle if you don't mind. And I have some poster board. And I also have a couple of markers. So, Brooke, your choice. You're either poster board or marker, your choice. Excellent choice, and your choice is a marker. And check it out, because I was doing this a while back, this is years ago. There's a gentleman in the show, he thought he thought the marker was special. I said, sir, what do you mean by special? He said there's a camera in it. Right? And actually asked him to leave because he was correct at that time. But anything bizarre about the marker? Okay. So I'm going to ask you to go to a different part of the building. There was a bathroom back there. I'm asking you to go way back there and kind of off to your, I guess that would be the left. That's my left. So just kind of go back there off to the left, and hopefully you will still be able to hear me. Okay. All right, perfect. And I guess I could have had you go it's like a football field walking back there. Okay. All right. So only extend, this is how I get my 30 minutes in. Okay. Perfect. All right. Can you still hear me? Yes. Okay. And you have your picture in mind. Is that correct? And when I say go, I want you to draw your image as soon as I say go, okay? Are you ready? Start to draw now. Did you just finish? Me too. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to move towards the stage and recap your pen. Now, obviously, the audience has not seen your thought. They have not seen mine. And if we're even close, we should get some kind of response from the audience. And let me define what close is. Let's say you drew a mountain, and I drew a river. Rivers are at the bottom of mountains. That's close, okay. So come up here. And, okay, you have not seen mine. I've not seen yours. You'll turn yours around. I'll turn mine around, and let's see what happens. Right there on the money. And you were thinking about it. It's very, very strange. Very strange. There you go. That's yours to keep. And give Brooke a round of applause. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's amazing what you're able to learn as a child. All right. So now, being a magician, right, I get a lot of questions. One of the big questions is, they say, Eric, can you teach me something? Right? So I just want to just pause for the cause, teach everybody in something that you could actually go home and do. Now, what's interesting is, you have already seen this before. You just probably haven't seen it in this environment. So I am going to show you how to eat fire. How to eat fire. Not only will I show you how to eat fire, I will drop the torch, and then take out another torch, and then drop another torch. The original torch I dropped. Okay. Not only will I show you how to eat fire, I will demonstrate it for you. All right? And then I will explain to you why it doesn't hurt. And then I will have some volunteers from the audience come on stage and duplicate what they just learned. And you're laughing. Okay. All right. So let's start with the making of the torch, okay? Now, this torch is nothing more than a wire coat hanger. That's it, okay? I took a pair of pliers. I bent one end into a hook. I then took candle wicking. I wrapped that tightly around the hook. I tied it off. That's the torch, all right? The second thing you need for this is lighter fluid, okay? I've seen people try this with gasoline. Lighter fluid. All right. So once you have the lighter fluid and you have the torch, what you want to do next is you want to soak the torch. You want to soak the torch until it starts to drip. As soon as it starts to drip, that's a good sign you've put on way too much lighter fluid. So it's important you shake off the excess fluid. And people say, Eric, why should I shake off the excess fluid? Well, if you don't shake it off, here's what's going to happen. You're going to light the torch up. Burning lighter fluid is going to trickle down the torch onto your hand. Your hand will then catch fire. You will panic. You will drop the torch, and Eric owns a new building. All right? So shake it off. All right. Now, there's three things you need to remember when putting a torch in your mouth lit. All right? The first thing is, people say, what should I coat my mouth with? You don't coat your mouth with anything. You just wet your lips. That's it. The second thing you do is you put your head back, you aim the torch for your mouth, okay? You put the torch inside your mouth, you close your mouth, flame goes out, you don't feel a thing. And the third thing is you never, ever inhale. People say, Eric, why shouldn't I inhale? Well, if you have a flaming torch near your mouth and you go, and it decides to jump into your mouth and travel to this part of your body, that's called a very bad day. So just don't do that. All right, so illustrating what I just told you to do, you light the torch. Head goes back. And you don't feel a thing. Thank you, sir. Thank you. You haven't come up here yet. But let me do it again, then I'll explain again why you do not feel a thing. Head goes back. And you don't feel a thing. Now, one of the big questions is, they say, Eric, why should I put my head back? What if I want to be creative and put the torch in my mouth like this? I had such a nice head of hair at one point. All right, so that's, you know as much as I know. All right, so let's get some volunteers from the audience to come up and show us all what they've learned. First, we ask politely, then we start grabbing folks. So, who's it going to be today? And these are new torches. I made these a while back, so you don't have to worry about what's going on in the world. Who's it going to be? You. All right. So, okay, so there's your torch, and there's your torch, nice and new there, and you can stand on my left, sir. And have you ever done this before?
No.
Have you ever tried this before?
Absolutely not.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay. So magic, right? You got to practice. Okay. So first you're going to practice. All right. So, but first, shake off any tensions you might have. Understanding you're in front of strangers, and you might be a little tense. So just shake off any tensions you might have. Okay. So first, I will talk, and I just want you to do what I'm asking you to do as I ask you to do it. So wet your lips. That's excellent. Got him face and look at the audience. Hold the torch high into the air. A little higher. Okay. Head goes back. Mouth open. Aim the torch for your mouth. All right. Now, when I say go, put the torch in your mouth. Close your mouth until I say okay. Go. Close your mouth. Okay, that was perfect. Give them a round of applause. That was excellent.
Done.
That was perfect. No, that was very good, sir. That was very good. Now, there was a slight challenge when you did it, right? When you did everything perfectly, and then you left your mouth open, right? Which means there's still oxygen inside the mouth, which means this thing isn't going to go out. So it's important you close your mouth all the way over the torch, goes out, you don't feel a thing, and you're done. Okay, so this comes to the practice part. Hold the torch high to there. All right. Wet the lips. Head goes back. Aim the torch for your mouth. Mouth open. Go. Close your mouth. Okay, that was, give these gentlemen a round of applause. That was perfect. That was outstanding. Now, just kind of stand at the side there. Now, chances are, if I put the fluid on your torch right now, right? No, if I did it right now, you would hesitate, right? You would hesitate. So I will prove to you it's not going to burn, and then you'll do it, okay? I will put the burning torch on your tongue. You won't feel a thing, and then you'll do it. Okay? And it's also important you don't laugh. Because when you laugh, you go, ha, 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 ha. Then you go, okay, but I understand. All right. So I'm going to stand on this side here. All right. And hands at the side. And stick your tongue out over your bottom lip like this. Ah. Okay, head back. Now, trust me. Did that burn?
No.
That's all you're going to feel. Big round of applause. That was perfect. All right. Did you see that, sir? All right. Okay. Relax just a bit. Okay. All right. So, kind of relax. Wet the lips. Head goes back. Tongue out. Trust me. Did that burn? No. That's it. Another big round of applause. And that was perfect. All right. So that's all you're going to feel right there. So let's put some fluid on this, on the torch here.
That's enough.
That's enough, yeah, but I want you to shake that off so you know what to do when you go home and do this at your next party. All right. And put some fluid on this. All right. And going to shake that off as well. Perfect. All right. And can't believe you guys actually came up with this. I've never had anybody do this. This is the first for all of us. All right. So, okay. I'm sorry. And there's 3 more rules. 3. Yeah, that's stop, drop, and roll. Okay. But we should be okay. Okay. So hands to the side. Okay. Go ahead and wet the lips. Okay. So first he'll do it, and I'll come to you. All right. Okay. Hold the torch high to there. Okay. Just kind of relax for now. You're good. I'll come to you next. I like your enthusiasm. That's good. Okay. Aim the torch for your mouth. Mouth open. Now, as soon as I light the torch, goes inside your mouth, close your mouth, and you'll be fine. Fair enough? Go. Close your mouth. Big round of applause there. That was outstanding, sir. And did you feel anything? That was it. Another round of applause. Okay, stay right there. Did you see that?
I knew there was a reason I quit smoking.
All right, makes perfect sense now. Hold the torch high to the air. Wet the
Not a
lips.
torch.
Huh? It's a torch now. It will be a torch.
Okay.
Okay. High into the air. Okay. Aim it for your mouth. Mouth open. As soon as I light it, right in, close your mouth until I say okay. Okay. Mouth open. Go. Close your mouth. Big round of applause. That was outstanding, sir. That was perfect. That was perfect. And for the audience, did that burn? Did that burn?
I'm good.
That's good. There you go. That's yours. That was actually yours here. That's yours. Give these two gentlemen a round of applause. I appreciate your help. That was perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect. Thank you. Thanks again.
I'm going to go home and practice and then come back
go home
and
and
do the
practice.
show for you.
I see. I see. No, it's yours to keep. It's yours to keep. You want to have some fun with that. And I just do that just with all the rules now. So all the rules. So we'll try one more? Yeah, we'll try one more. I was doing a show a while back. This is a few years ago now. And there was a gentleman in the audience, and he's watching like the first part of the presentation. He had this kind of nervous rock about him, right? He was kind of rocking back and forth like this. And he's sitting like 500 people in this theater, right? And he's sitting kind of right dead center. I kind of see this kind of nervous rock. And I'm thinking to myself, what is this guy thinking? And then he stands up and he tells me exactly what he's thinking. He starts screaming at the top of his lungs, claiming the entire audience was in on it. I said, what? He said, you know these people. He said, you know these people. I said, sir, are you suggesting I brought 499 people into this theater to entertain you? Right? He says, I want you to use somebody that's not in the theater. I said, how am I going to do that? He takes out his cell phone. I says, what are you doing? He says, I'm calling my wife. I want you to read my wife's mind over the phone, and then I would be convinced. And I'm thinking, I hope I don't know this guy's wife, right? So a couple of questions. Is there anybody here that has a cell phone, which should be most people in the group? Okay? And I'm assuming we get decent reception here. Has anybody made a call while they've been here? Okay? Can you think of somebody that you can call right now that might be someplace on the planet that you could locate them? Yes? Okay. So take out your cell phone. And who else is, okay, so this gentleman's calling somebody. Who else is calling somebody? And she's thinking about it. Okay, she's calling somebody as well. It could be a babysitter or whatever. It doesn't matter. A relative. Matter of fact, okay, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. And if you stand up as well, and just kind of come to the staging area. And give them a round of applause as they make their way to the stage. Oh, you already have somebody. That's good. Okay, so if you stand here, this is perfect. And are you still looking for somebody to call? Okay, all right. Just a minute, all right, okay.
You got a bunch of strangers to eat fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
they went home. They're not here.
because naturally, if I were watching this, I would say, what's kind of going on? So you're calling somebody, and you have somebody on the phone already. Okay, so obviously this is improvised. So who did you call? Just the person's name.
His name is AJ.
AJ, okay?
I'm at a show right now, and the gentleman running it has asked me to give you a call.
Okay, yeah. Tell her you're at Atlanta Magic Night at the Red Light Cafe. Or just say whatever you want to say, too. That's fine, too. Okay. Now, let's see. I will ask you to pick either, because, wait, now, who did you call?
My daughter,
Your daughter, okay. So you could, I'm sorry, your name?
Beth.
Beth and? Dan, okay. So it's your choice. I'm not trying to influence your choice. You can pick Dan. You can pick Beth. It's up to you.
I know Beth, so I picked Dan.
Dan. Okay, now you didn't feel like I influenced you, but just by putting a little more emphasis on Dan's name, like it's very subtle.
It was very subtle.
It was very subtle. So you want Dan? Because you know, okay. So, and I think you said you called your brother, is that correct? AJ? Yeah. Okay, so ask AJ to grab some pocket change that's lying around.
AJ, do you have some change lying around? That's a tough question in 20. If you could hear what he said, I feel like. What do you got? What do you got? Some coins?
Just ask him to grab it. No, where is he at? No, where is he at right now? He's home, okay. Ask AJ, was he just in the kitchen about 12 to 15 minutes ago. About 12 to 15 minutes ago. Okay. All right. If he goes, he's ready? He has some change? Okay. Ask him to count the change, but to keep it to himself.
I'll almost put him on speaker.
No, I don't want him on speaker because I will hear everything as well.
To count it and don't.
Count the change and keep it to himself.
You just pick up whatever you want. You can make it up.
Yeah. And tell him to count it.
Allegedly.
And once he's counted the change, ask him to hold it in his left fist.
Okay, so put it in your left hand, and then should tell me or not?
No. And ask him to hold his fist into the air.
Hold your left fist into the air.
Yes. Is he near a window?
Are you near a window?
Yes, okay. Ask him to point his fist towards the window.
Point it to the window. Yeah,
He's there.
He's there.
And ask him to focus.
Focus.
I don't see a thing. What part of town is he in?
What part of town are you in? Inman Park. Yep, geolocate.
Came in this way. Yeah, you're right. No, I was looking in the wrong direction. Unless there's one other person in Inman Park doing this right now. This actually might be it. Would you hold the pen for a second? Okay. And so you have some glasses on now. Do not read it out loud. You wrote a number down. Just remember that. Okay. And ask AJ to tell you exactly how much change he has. No, just ask him to tell you, and you announce that to all of us in a very, very loud voice.
You tell me how much change you have. $1.59.
So would you tell everybody exactly what it said? Can I talk to him for a second? Hello? AJ,
He's so excited too.
how are you? You there? Oh, I was on mute. Hello, AJ? Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Yes, I was correct. It is very strange.
That's crazy.
He's just gonna ask me to ask you some questions.
I'm sorry, the different coins to add up? You're asking for way too much, AJ. But I'll give you these. 25, 19, 11, 6, 9, and 5. He's asking for lottery numbers. So there you go. Give AJ a big round of applause there. There you go. There you go. Thanks for making the call. And thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, awesome. Oh. Yeah. Take it either or. Doesn't matter. Hey, great. Hey, I wouldn't have a show if it weren't for your thoughts. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.
Eric Anderson, give him a hand. And let's have another hand for Joe Turner. Joe, who do we have next month? Here comes the announcement for the next Atlanta Magic Night.
You will want to be back next month for Doc Dixon. Doc Dixon from Penn and Teller Fool Us. So we'll see you then.
The bar's still open. We appreciate you being part of Atlanta Magic Night. Hope you'll come back and see us. We have shows every month. You can find us on the AtlantaMagicNight.com website and on the Red Light Cafe website. Tickets are available. Really enjoyed having you here. Another big hand for Joe Turner and Eric Anderson. Good night, everybody.